Okay, big boy. Hello, everybody. Look, I'm sorry. I've kind of got the volume going because I do very much support just-in-time prepping, and I'm a moderator, and I like to turn up and say hello and be there, of course, and support everybody. And I really do not like to miss if they're asking me something and I'm not answering. But Jack has just shared yesterday, and I do have a video of that I will put up before I put this one up, actually. And I've got a few to put up because he wasn't shared, and yeah, and so I've got to go through my videos and try and do the right sequence. I know I'm terrible, guys, and I apologize because I don't always get it in the proper sequence, and I sort of try and put something in there to let you know that it's an older video, and I did this before, and before I did this particular video, and so on. But Jack earlier had been wanting to come out, and I sort of opened the door, and he came out, and then he decided, no, I'll go back in. So yeah, I let him go back home, but I saw him coming down, and I thought, well, I'll open the door and I'll see if he actually wants to come back out. But I must say, guys, and I should have been on top of it, and I tried to be on top of it as best I could, but for the first time ever, Jack had what I would consider to be the worst shed. I have never ever known Jack to have a terrible shed in his life. The humidity at the moment is so low, and I was running the humidifier, I having to spray in his enclosure. Jack was down in that hide on his heat for the last week and a half of going through his shedding process, and that of course was drying out all of his underbelly, totally drying it out, so that when he shed this underbelly, and there's still some bits on there, I have totally covered him in vitamin E oil, and most of it is all off now. But never in my life have I had a snake have a bad shed. So I only can put it down to this extremely dry humidity or dry air, the fact that he was laying, on his heat the whole time, and it just dried him out. So I got him out yesterday, and people say you can soak them in a bath, which I could have done, absolutely. But I also know that I could put and lather him up with vitamin E oil, and it would do exactly the same thing. So even this morning, I've continued to put some vitamin E on his belly, just in case there's any little bits still left there, as well, which he will get off all by himself, just crawling around now. Okay, I figured while he's out and while he's crawling around, guys, this is how we do it. I've got some vitamin E on me, and I'm just going to totally rub that on his belly. Just keep that nice and moist for him, which hey darling, hi mama boy, how you doing? Hey, I still got a little bit of oil left in that capsule. Yeah, so yeah, I just squeeze it on out. Great stuff. Just great stuff. That's all I can say. And get back over here. Start from up there. And rub it along. Hey. Hey, darling. Does that feel good? Hey. He say, don't touch my belly anymore, Mum. Don't touch my belly. There's still a few little spots that I want to keep moisturized for him. Of course, you can put it on them anywhere and everywhere, because it certainly, as I said, will not do them any harm whatsoever. And I've still got plenty on me. So I'm just gonna get as much off me and onto him as I can. And that's just gonna keep on doing its job now. I'm just going to keep the vitamin E up for him over the next few days, but yeah, I was sad actually that it actually happened, because I was doing everything that I could. The only thing that I could actually think of doing was maybe putting something damp underneath him every day, but of course I didn't. But something for me to think about. But the humidity, oh my goodness. So Jack is again relying on me, and I'm in Zoom, guys, so I'll go out of Zoom. But yeah, I think he's pretty good now, and just a few little flaky spots, and I'm not really overly worried about them. I'll just continue to put the vitamin E on him at this particular point, and that way if he's a little bit sore under there, that will help as well, but not deterring him. I just wish he'd get a little bit further along at the moment. Yeah, but not deterring him coming out at all. So it was really only a certain section that he had problems with. Oh, come on, man. You're getting there. It wasn't the whole entire bottom of him, but yeah, I would say pretty much from there, or a little bit higher up, to about, it's hard to tell because I'm doing this one-handed, but okay, there we go. I would say pretty much from this part of Jack running down to probably about there. It was really stuck right along this midsection. The sides were okay, but just this strip right down the center. And you know how fussy I am, guys, and meticulous and so forth. And you know, I really felt terrible for him, but I couldn't do anything. I did the best I could, and as I said, I got that vitamin E oil, and I swear by it, guys. You know, have some available. It's very, very simple, very, very cheap. It's not, I'll just grab you the bottle so that you can see what I use. But that's it. Just natural E oil in capsules, and all you do is you pierce the capsule, put it on your hand, and I just let Jack slide along my hand, and of course I used about 3 all up and really moisturized underneath him. So when I got up this morning and he wanted to come out again, I redid it all over again, and as I was doing it, more of the shed of course came off in my hands. So it was certainly doing the job, and it will do and continue to do the job and keep that area nice for him now. And maybe, you know, that is also something that I will do when he is in shed. Put that on that belly area for him if he's down on the ground a couple of times a week, and try and keep that as moisturized as I possibly can. This winter I'm, you know, at the moment looking at having to, well, I've got to fill up my humidifier, but I am going to spray a little bit of water down here for Lily, because this is how dry it is in here at the moment. We are looking at, well, that you can see 30% humidity in her enclosure. Jack's was up at around the 45% till I opened his door. I'm also, you know, not many people like to spray in their enclosures. Tessa's at the moment has dropped down to 29%. And like I said, that's just way too slow. Too slow. I'm slurring my words today, guys. It really bothered me, Jack having such a terrible shed. It actually broke my heart. And I know you might think, gosh, it's just a shed and it'll come off, and I don't care. It bothered me and upset me that he had to go through that. But as you can see, he's doing okay now. And I will be going around all the room and checking each and everyone's enclosure and giving it a spray out. And as I was saying, as I'm in the light, you know, people don't like to do it, and so on. But what I can say to you is do a light misting. Do not continue to just mist. Leave it a couple of hours, let everything dry out, and then it doesn't hurt to give another light misting through their enclosure. Don't saturate. of course, but more importantly, let it completely dry out. And in some places, you know, over the summer, the humidity here is amazing, because we get wet days, and then the sun comes out and so on. I'm just trying to turn. I've actually got the heater going because it's been windy and cool today. So I've had the heater. I've had the heater on because it's windy and chilly. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have even picked up the camera today. My brain is just all over the place. As I said, being worried about Jack as well. But it happens, guys. So just do what you can, hey? If you need to, of course, soak them in a tub for about half an hour. Absolutely, I'm not saying not to. But give the vitamin E a go too. Or do both. Give them a soak in a tub and then dry them off and then put some vitamin E on. It certainly won't do them any harm. And I use it all of the time, not because of shedding or whatever, but I think it's very good for them, actually. If your snake is rubbing their nose and they get a little bit of soreness there, redness, put some vitamin E on. Will do amazing and heal everything up. But of course, you want to try and stop your snake from rubbing their nose all the time as well. And the best way to do that, guys, my suggestion is you cover the glass so that they can't see, and they'll stop doing it. And you may only have to cover that glass for about a week, and then you can just take it off again. It just snaps them out of it as well. So anyway, Jack crawling around, whatever little bits of shed are left sitting under there, I'm sure will eventually come off. So I'm glad that he's out as well. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? It does happen. But I'll be making sure it doesn't happen again at all. So thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends. Take care of your beautiful snakes. Hey Jack, wasn't fun, was it? I mean, I helped him, get that top off for him, which I'm pretty sure he appreciated. But I think he was wondering, what's going on with my belly, Mum? This isn't working very well. But it's all looking good. So yeah, take care of your snakes, all your animals. And I'll say ciao.